Hello everyone. As we know that our demo is planned on 14th of the March on the next week on Saturday. But since I'm getting a many requests like what is your course content, how you going to teach us, how Python you are going to relate with the telecommunication like the 4G and 5G with the KPI or with the log analysis and everything. They are telling there are multiple lectures online offline. They are teaching the Python, how you are different with them. See, it is very generic question that everybody is asking to me, so we just decided to make one video and explain that the how our course will work. See, we are explaining one simple function, that is a print function, that is very widely used, and you will going to use these functions everybody in each and every code. Okay, 100% this function will repeat in every code. Okay, so this is the print function. That is very simple. That is like print. Then we have I have a bracket. It is called parenthesis with the quote mark into it. Okay, so we have explained everything over here, right? What is the function name? It is a print. What is these two bracket called is parentheses. This command is tells the Python to display something. If you want to display anything like hello world or welcome Python or signal strength is minus 95 anything, then we are going to use this command. Okay, then what is these two symbol is called a quotes mark, a wrap text with a string. Okay, so we are not just going to teach in very fast, or we will going to teach each and every detail of the code like we teach to the childs abcd and like that we are going to teach, and we are going to invest time during our lecture so that and everybody able to get it out. So it is very simple, visually appealing data is you will going to have in our course. See what happened when you write a code, when you write a code, it go to the Python read it and interpret it and give the output. That output if you want to display on your screen, then you are going to use the print function. Then we are going to use the print function. Okay, so this is the on this way on the detailed basic way we are going to teach. Okay, in our next slide we are telling, giving one flow like how our data and how our day-to-day work we are doing. Like we are having a multiple of things from where we are getting a data, like from the OMC or like from the OSS or like from the drive test or probe or logs. Okay, that data we are getting in the form of Excel or CSV. So what panda is what the Python use pandas to read that CSV and the Excel. So to read that CSV, panda use this command pd.read or read Excel. Okay, and then if you have to filter the data, then we are going to use the multiples of the condition like KPI threshold. What should be the KPI threshold? We are going to group the data, like group the cluster which are having the CSSR minus 99, or group the cells we are having this such setup rate is minus 99 or below minus 95. Then once we analyze and filter the data, then we are going to analyze that data visually. We are going to plot by using the multiples of libraries during our session. Okay, once all the things done, we are going to export the data in the form of PDF or Excel. Or if you want to send a automatic mail, then that we are also going to have, we were also going to discuss that one also. Okay, so if we are a working professional and we worked on the thousand lakhs of or millions of the cells, so we know the Excel is very limited. It is limited to 10 lakhs of the cells. But nowadays, since the technology is evolved from 2G 3G 4G 5G, and now in the future we are going to use have a 6G, but in the 5G we are having a multiple of things that runs on the 5G. Earlier to the 5G we are having only cellular things on the wireless network, but now we are having multiple of device like IoT and everything's work on the 5G on the slicing part. So we are going to have millions of the raw data. So Excel is limited for this type of data. Sometimes we are going to analyze a 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 50 lakh, millions, 10 millions, 20 millions of data. So working on the Excel on this lengthy data will take your 4 or 5 hours, sometimes a day or 2 days, just to group the data, just to compile the file. But by using Python you will able to reduce your 90% of the time. Okay, and as an engineer we don't have to work just to compile a data or just to model a data, just to filter a data. We have to work on the optimization part to resolve our customers, or to resolve network issue, or to achieve the KPI, or anything that we are doing in our day-to-day job. So we are going to have a detailed discussion on our daily to daily part of the life during our working journey. Okay, and the third part, in the third slide, we are taking one example, like we suppose we are having a one CSV, and CSV name is KPI data. Okay, and that CSV is having a four row: the cell ID, second word the cluster, then there will be a RSRP, then there will be a drop rate, you can see over here: cell ID, cluster, RSRP, and the drop rate. Okay, RSRP and the drop rate. Okay, so see, we are going to divide our cost like that. We are having a problem statement. Okay, the problem statement is we are having some cells of data, and we have to find out cells we are having the poor coverage below -95. Okay, that all the 55,000 case cells of the of data set. See, we are not going to have this much of data in one single CSV, that we know. Okay, but we can have a multiple of CSV. Okay, let assume we are having a data of 10 lakh for a while. We can work on the 5,000 k of data also. Okay, so we just imported the data, and we use the command. Simply you can say a command, a pd dot read, or pd dot read. Okay, so we have read the command. Okay, after that, once we loaded that our KPI, we have to check like what is the shape of our loaded CSV, like how many rows are in there. How many rows is simply the cell count, because we are having a cell ID, cluster, RSRP, and drop rate. So to get the cell count, we are using print data set loaded. Why are you using print? Because after executing this line we are able to get a data set loaded. Okay, and number of cell, this will give your number of cell. Okay, because this function we are using on the cell ID. Okay, this will give your number of the cell inside the CSV. Don't worry, we are going to have a detailed discussion on each and every word inside the code. Okay, so once we able to get the number of the cell, then we have to filter a cell which are below 95, RSRP below 95. Then we applied a filter giving one name. We can give any name. Weak cell, consider a weak cell which having RSRP below -95. This is our filter. Okay, once we import the file and give the filters, then we have to display weak coverage cell. You can hear weak coverage cell. Okay, weak coverage cell, and this is the length. Okay, this will give you the total cell which are in the weak coverage, along with the other detail like cell ID, cluster, RSSB, and drop call rate. Okay, so by exporting this one, you will able to get a cell from a millions of cell that are having a poor coverage below -95 RSRP. Okay, then on the next part, we are checking that how many cells are in poor percentage, means how many percentage of the cell are in poor category out of overall cell. So we have used the weak cell divided by total cell, it is 100. It is a simple mathematical formula that we are using in the Python. Okay, don't worry, again I'm telling you, we are going to have a detailed discussion on everything. Okay, then the print network affected, this will give you the total percentage of the cell which are in the pure category, this which are in the poor category below 95. Okay, see whatever we have discussed here, you will get a line by line explanation on the left side. Everything like what is a shape, how we have filter. Okay, then why we are using len. Then we have calculated the percentage of this percent of the cell, and below to that you will going to have a key learning point. So this is the one of the example that we have discussed on our ppt, but don't worry, this also we are going to have a practical view also. We will open the pythons, we will run the code, we will check we will check the each and every line, and we will discuss on everything. We will have some error correction session also. We will have some code which are not a well code, means it will give error, then we will discuss the error also. Everything we will have going to have in the lectures, and this is not only limited to the rf engineering. While going forward, we will going to have analysis on log file also, on the layer 3 also. So stay tuned for the 14th of March. On demo lecture we will going to have a detailed discussion on everything, what is our course content.